Hello, this is JC from Real and Simulated Wars. We are here with Steel Beasts ProPE version 4 point something. I don't recall exactly which version are we into. I know that the new update is nearby, but still not released. And while we wait, and while I wait, I decided to, play around with one of my favorite tanks, which is the T-72. I have really a bit obsessed about how to use these tanks against the M1 tanks. So I created this scenario in which, well, we are still Soviets. I'm on the Russian side, and we are still Soviets. This is like January or something, the middle of the summer of 1991. Of course, it's not an historical scenario, it's just fictional type of, Cold War type of thing. And, well, we are going to be using our T-72s, and the mission is quite simple. We have here a regimental size area of operations. These are the boundaries, and the regiment wants to take objective Dhaka, and that's going to be happening later when the whole regiment starts to assemble. And they need some clearances, and not being under observation, there is a hill here for which we label objective Troika, which is, it's going to give us the liberty to plan and deploy correctly around this area without any observation. It's quite a hill. It is 215 meters high compared to the the other level, which is like 132. So it's quite a hill that we need to take. But by the way, this is a Villers-Bocage map, and everybody knows the action tank that happened there during World War II between the British and the Germans. So no need to introduce that. Of course, this is an adapted version for modern features and apartments and whatever. So the situation is the Americans are trying to get in place a delay in action, but they're having trouble coordinating, and we keep pushing as the Russians in order to disrupt their efforts to do that. And they seem to be bent on having some sort of defensive position in objective Dhaka. So there is some hasty defense system over there, mainly infantry, nothing to worry about. But that's going to be, since it's a built-up area, which is around 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer wide, we're going to leave it for the regiment when it arrives with their infantry pure battalion. And well, for the time being, what our objective, I am here featuring roughly a battalion with 3 companies, is going to be objective Dhaka, objective Troika, which we need to secure, the type of thing. So pretty much using the standard Soviet tactics from the 1970s. I'm going to be having a full tank of companies providing fire support from quite a distance. And let me explain why I'm doing this. I have noticed that even when, like this scenario, I have all the tanks loaded with the BM-46, which is the most modern at this time type of armor piercing munition, the T-72 continues to be like, at a disadvantage when it comes to targeting compared the M1 to the M1 tanks. And of course, there is nothing like getting there and taking a good look at what these things, what these places look like. Let's just call it like, walking the battlefield. So from the map here, I have chosen almost the maximum distance, and it's a bit on purpose. My intention is to get the M1 tanks to take a look at them, to observe them, and to keep them on the edge regarding, the threat from this position. So we have the two point platoons, the second platoon from the armored company from which I am part, 372 tanks, and BMP2s. I failed putting BMP3s. I don't know why. Oh, I know why. Because I have this custom of, bouncing from here to there, and while I lost my vehicles, so I like to have things that I can drive and I can shoot from. So this we had kind of infiltrated and got really very close. We can hear engines from our position right now. We have been using the infantry in a scouting role, and right now we can guess the best that we can hope for. It is that these guys over here are going to inform us to the position where this thin screen of cavalry that the Americans have put is located. We know that they have M1 tanks. The amount is not known yet, maybe a platoon or half a platoon, and we know that they do have the M2A3 cavalry fighting vehicles, and we need to account for that too. And they will have, of course, their dismounts and whatnot. So I'm going to try to close as much as I can to pinpoint them, and when the time is correct, we're going to give them, the coup de grace with the two tank platoons racing up down the road from this position. So this is not going to be a complete video. I'm going to grab some sequences that are the most significant for the whole battle, and I hope that you can enjoy it. So we have just started the scenario. We are here. These are our T-72s. You can see we have them in a line formation, and we have the platoon of BMP2s, and well, we are getting reports from the support by fire position, which is over there all the way in the background, maybe around here, I suppose. It's difficult to see from here, but nonetheless we are getting reports that if we pinpoint them in the map, you see that, we have at least one tank in objective Troika, and we have roughly the position of the M3A2 vehicles, M3A3 vehicles. Oh, sorry, I'm confused. M2A3 vehicles. Jesus Christ. So, so far, as I mentioned, it is very important to have the support of the infantry, because this is just Bocage terrain. The only difference that we have with the real-life Bocage is that we can literally transverse them using either the fighting vehicles or the tanks. They have no problem slicing through, so it's not gonna be a problem. So the first thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna dismount my infantry and try to confirm the position of the cavalry fighting vehicles. We're going to dismount them, and we're going to send them on scout routes. Scout. The infantry also can cross these Bocage with no problem. So these hedges are not quite a challenge when it comes to mobility, but yes, when it comes to target acquisition and to have a tank battle. So we have to rely mostly on surprise rather than anything else before getting in contact when we get in contact with the main force of tanks, of which we can see just one at this very point. So the infantry is up, and hopefully they can clear the next open ground. And once we got that confirmation, I'm going to slice through with my platoon of tanks. Right now I have them in a line formation. I am just wondering how wise is that. You know, any type of obstacle should be crossed in a line formation. Sorry, I do have them actually in column formation. We'll change that if possible, if needed. So we do have our own dismounts on the other side of the hedge. So we're going to cross to the next one. One thing that I didn't record here, it is I asked both formations, the BMPs and our tanks, to, you know, shut down their engines, and I can hear a faint noise of engines ahead. So definitely the enemy is over there. We have the visual confirmation from the other tanks that are located in the support by fire position, but definitely we're in for some challenges over there. So we see just the line of hedges. Infantry is already there. Have to make sure. Yeah, the infantry is all across. Ask these guys to march. Spacing really close. Let's cross them across the hedge. So what I want to do now is just to move my infantry and across the next open terrain and be on call for fire support if there is any type of just dismounted position from the enemy. So let's do that. I'm gonna be scouting up to here. So on and so on. So we are going to catch up in a few minutes. Well, I bring you back because I'm kind of seeing some shadows of tanks over there. So I'm gonna shoot my dismounts. I see a tank over there. I saw it moving. So I'm gonna shoot right away. Battle sight is gonna be across the edge with armor piercing. There was a target. There was another target. Whoa. There is another tank over there. And another one over there. Oh, my infantry is throwing a smoke. Damn it! You know why is that? Because I'm shooting across them, and I don't know if it is that, you know, the petals of my sabot rounds, but it's definitely very well done. I shouldn't have done that, but this is a very nice feature of the simulation, that, you know, they go suppressed when you shoot across them. So I should have stopped them or bring them back. I got really very anxious because, you know, this thing is mostly see first, shoot first. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. He's not even reacting. Is he dead or something? I think that guy is dead. I don't see him moving, so I'm gonna have to use... Oh, look at that, look at that. Precious, precious. Another target. Right there. And another one right there. Well, they're not moving, so I'm gonna have to use F5. There is at least one tank destroyed. Impossible to know because they're all in the same line of sight almost. Damn it, that was very, very encouraging. They're looking towards the south, which means that they have seen our support by fire forces, but the support by fire forces are not shooting, which is kind of great. I'm just trying to get the glimpse. Okay, so we'll have to reload. Reload. BM-46. So all the other forces are still in good shape, no losses so far. And we have these infantry cavalry fighting vehicles right there. So it is a pity that I couldn't engage more. So we are very slowly Loading our ammo. Yes, Commander! So I'm gonna, you know, cut through this so the video doesn't become so long. Stand by.
Fire here. 1-1. We're taking fire here.
Infantry requiring support.
We're taking fire here. We're taking fire here.
Where is the enemy? Okay, move forward. Everybody's in line. What is going on here?
We're taking fire here.
Battle side.
Gunner, disabled.
Fire.
Fire.
One tank destroyed, damn it!
Cease fire.
Guy's dead. That guy's dead. Jesus, we suffered one tank loss. These troopers. Only two of them.
This is 1-3. We're at our checkpoint.
So my scouts were moving up, and to be honest, I was quite distracted. We were reloading. We suddenly had to move up. Oops, what's that? No. Battle site. Is that the infantry over there?
This is 1-1. We're taking fire here.
You see the commander's hatch. Oh, that was a catastrophic loss.
Contact. Troops, right.
Is it a smoke grenade or what is it? I need some infantry to go and take a look. Oh, there is a vehicle report.
Contact. Troops, right.
Right there. Vehicle
Gunner,
number 1.
stable, PC. Re-engage.
I see it moving. Come on, sucker. What the hell? Go.
Ceasefire.
Jesus Christ, I'm using armor piercing like at the rate of a scandal. So platoon. I have to reload more. I really needed that tank. What a shame. So right now I'm reloading. I'm gonna, you know, spare you that. I'm gonna move up my infantry and my vehicles just for the sake of formation. So this is the situation so far. We have engaged cavalry vehicles. We have enemy dismounts spread around. It's kind of dangerous to move ahead, so I have my infantry moving and to unearth them. So as far as what we know that we have destroyed 2 enemy M1 tanks, and this indicates that there are probably 2 more. Now, I don't know what they're facing right now. If they're facing southwest, wow. There are some infantry remnants.
1-1. We're taking fire here. 1-2. We're taking fire here.
Yeah, I know.
We're taking fire here. 1-1. We're taking fire here.
I don't know who is who. I don't know where to shoot. Anyway, it could be great to know where those tanks are facing. Who are you? Oh, that's my own troops. It would be great just to know where they're facing so we can engage them from the flank. We're pretty close, so I'm really scared of crossing that hedge and having mano-mano with 2 enemy tanks. So there is no doubt that I'm gonna need the rest of the battalion to move forward and try to engage these guys. So maybe it's time to have the support by fire people to provide us some support. It was gonna go down really very fast. So that's all what I have for today, and I hope that you are enjoying it so far, and this thing will get continued.